Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn Modern Day Mod here today on the channel. We're back starting a brand new series as Indonesia, so I hope you like the sound of that. So we're playing 2017 as Indonesia, as Joko Widodo. Indonesia is a country I've never played as before. NATO has been disabled, of course. As we load on in, Indonesia, a population of a whopping 273 million that we get to play with. So I think the main objective of this series is to become the predominant power here in the Indo-Pacific. We probably want to get rid of Malaysia, move over into Papua New Guinea, maybe even conquer my home country of Australia, get all those juicy resources down there. The Philippines is here as well. We might look to go into China here. I don't know how we would fare against a war against India or China, maybe, but we'll see how this campaign series goes. Indonesia has a unique tech tree as well. So we're currently in a coalition government. We have 33% emerging outlook, so we could join CSTO technically if we want to. We could maybe go with more of a Western outlook, but there's also a huge non-aligned block as well. Looking at our national focus tree, we basically can go down two paths as there are rampant tensions. We could... Actually, there's a fair few ways you can probably go with Indonesia. You could maybe form like a Southern Caliphate or something, or a Christian kingdom. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do, but maybe we should start off with investing in Indonesia's future. We are currently a Sunni government. Okay, so we can't change that at all. Like, we can't become a pluralist or secular society. Okay, we have a fast growing economy, which is nice. Our corruption level is 7. We would look to reduce that. Small and medium businesses are a major internal faction here in Indonesia. We also have the Islamic clergy and the landowners. We have a basic civil service administration. We have a tiny military spend. We have basic police, basic education, very minimal hospital subsidies, and social spending as well. So that means we're probably actually not too... Okay, we're still minus 1.3. Population 27%, corporate 17%. So ideally, we want to try and spin up defensive procurement. Our GDP isn't too bad to our debt ratio. We've got a really nice large population. I think, like, in real life, we've probably got a pretty diverse economy. Plenty of natural resources and stuff, just poor infrastructure. We might look to try and get some foreign investment as well in the future. But once we start conquering and acquiring other countries, we should be in a stronger position and get that trade going. So we are currently an export economy. Volunteer service. We still have 233 million pop, but we can get like total manpower 356k, so there's like heaps. Volunteer service for women, interesting. Local security. I guess you want to try and spin that up into regional interventionalism. What's our officer training? I think there was something here. Did I see? Yeah. NATO drills, like maybe we can get some NATO officer training. And then we've got some defense companies. Indonesian Aerospace, PD Pindar. I might have a look at our defense procurement because I'd be curious to know what we sort of have. I imagine, like most of these South Asian countries, it's basically, and India, it's probably a mix. We've probably got US, Russian, Chinese, hell, maybe even some of our own equipment, but we'll see. Okay, so we got some decisions here. We could have an incoming disaster. That's it as well. We might have natural disasters to deal with. Okay, so the Saudis are currently funding in Indonesia. That's interesting. We can stop Chinese and Australians in Australia's influence. What is this? Filadino, a proposed non-political confederation of 3 southeastern Malayan archipelagos. The dream was never realized. Okay, so this is like a faction to like unite all of this. Interesting. We probably won't need to recognize or do anything just yet. We got the Shanghai Cooperation Pact. All right, so let's create an intelligence agency. And let's have a look at our equipment. So, currently we produce the 1995 Pinda variant SS2 V4. So does this looks like a Russian design maybe. So we can get the 2005. So probably getting better small arms is not a bad idea. Getting the Pinda SS4. So that might be a good idea. And we'll try and get our local procurement to spin that up. Okay. C3 equipment. It's not too bad. Okay, vehicles. What are we rocking with? Oh, okay, so nothing specific. I don't know if we had like some BTRs or BMP blueprints. Okay, so just normal utility vehicles. We can make a pretty basic Cold War tank. Generation 1. Generation 3 tanks is going to take quite a bit. From what I can remember, I think, like, doesn't Indonesia, like, have a bunch of Leopard 2s in service? I could be wrong. Okay. Artillery might not be a bad idea. Just your basic anti-tank and anti-air equipment. Navy-wise, I'll go through our Army, Navy, and Air Force. Getting attack helicopters in Millennium Dawn is probably not a bad idea. They are like really worth your bang for your buck. Okay, so we can produce one of our own fighter craft. But I think going into improved computing and research is just a sensible play. Production cap as well. Maybe we should go into this. Construction speed, resource efficiency gained. Maybe that's going to take so long though. Construction speed, factory repair. I think we go with this. That's going to take 600 days though. Okay, so we've got the international trade market. Trade-wise at the moment, we're currently producing 10 fossil fuels. Sorry, we're extracting 28. We have a surplus of 10 at the moment because we're exporting 18. We're very light on light metals, so maybe... yeah, conquering Australia might be the play. We actually have 47 civilian factories, which is quite a bit. Oh my god. Obviously, we are heavily rich rubber-wise since the days of the Dutch East Trading Company. And we've got a bunch of tech metals. We don't really have much precious, though. So, we can look to the United States to try and get some. We might come back to this once we start building up our construction. Alright, so we currently generate 65 gigawatts. And we consume slightly, so it's not good. So we will need to spin that up. I don't even know what their like policy is. I'm assuming it's like a mixture of stuff. Okay. So, I guess we can try and build some civilian... oh my god, look at this. This is terrible. Our infrastructure is woeful. Maybe I just need to go into that. Maybe I need to build up our infrastructure before even doing this other stuff. That's why we're better off... yeah, Australia doesn't have the best infrastructure as well. Maybe going up here might be better. Okay, so maybe we try and... is this like Java or something? Maybe we try and at least improve the infrastructure here so then we can get better factories at some point. Okay, so let's have a look at our production. Let's get some small arms in. Let's get some basic equipment in. We've only got 7 military. So we'll drop all this. So we're producing at least something. Ideally, we'll try and produce it with industrial help, but if we can't, so be it. The Pinda Kaplan recon tank. And then we've got some artillery here. What's this? We've got some MLARs, okay. Yeah, so we can get some 3rd gen heavy aircraft. We might even be better off to create some variants and stuff eventually. I might actually look at my navy real quick. We have 12 frigates, 5 subs, 20 corvettes, helicopters. How many port dock... oh, we could start spinning out some major subs. Attack subs. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we get some convoys going. And I might go... Oh, I should have... Hang on, let me change that. I think I want to try and get a submarine armada going. That's what I want. To be fair, we probably could send one to do... What do we have a lot of? Corvettes, frigates. We don't have any destroyers. So I guess we could try and get some destroyers going. It's going to take ages, though. But focus on primarily submarine procurement. Okay, so now that that's all set up, our light metals has gone down, so we can go negotiate with the United States. And we'll continue to try and move into the American sphere of influence. And that should help us. And just want to double check. Zooming out. Yep, so CSTO, the Axis here, and obviously NATO is disabled. Okay, so we've set that up now. Army-wise, we have 30 divisions in total, which is a lot more than what I expected. 214 battalions, 14 light, 7 motorized, 3 Indonesian special forces, and then we have 2 armored. What's in that armored brigade? Hasn't loaded in just yet, so maybe we can have a look once it gets filled out. We have 313 armored personnel. That's a bit low. 51 infantry. We have 73 tank recons. How many rifles do we have? Oh, 34k ain't that bad. Officer Corps. And then... What's our... We don't have any nuclear stuff, I would imagine. They might have reactors. But obviously no doctrinal policy. Can't do any of this stuff. We can probably have a quick look at the Air Force. What's that looking like? Oh! Okay. Oh, shit. This is actually a lot more than what I expected. 22 third gen. 12 light. We've got some Hawks. Got some Falcons. Tigers. Yeah, we've got a nice mix-matched bunch. Okay. That's kind of cool. No divisions in basic training. Which one do I want to go for? Which one sort of looks the best? That looks pretty bare. Okay. So, I kind of... Because we got the pop. Maybe we go with this one, and maybe that one, and then that. And where do I want to... Because I think they're going to move the... Because Jakarta's the capital, but aren't they moving it over here at some point? I can't remember exactly. From what I remember, I think they were... I read an article once that they're looking to move the capital. Okay. And then we've got to look for our first target, I suppose. Probably going after Malaysia. Okay. We got some traits we can unlock. So let's go through them. Research and production. Helicopters or research and production. Let's go with research and production. Light planes, medium planes. Getting the aerospace upgraded is probably not a bad idea. I think going with experienced teams there. Submarine production, that's what I want to go with. Can I continue down that? Like getting better torpedo options? Maybe not. Okay, we'll go with that then. Okay. Looking good. So, Malaysia itself, then we've got Singapore here. So, we're going to be able to move over the border through here to take them. And then we're going to have to set up a naval invasion here as well. Okay. I wonder, actually, are we guaranteeing the independence of anyone? No. What's our opinion? Pakistan loves us. I love Pakistan. Cambodia, Laos, the Philippines. Or maybe we should go against Papua New Guinea. Unless the Aussies are backing them. Australia has military bases in the UAE. The United States is guaranteeing the independence of Australia. Okay. Well, let's grab everyone here. Let's move to the port of Jakarta and essentially get everyone. Yeah, I think is the only problem is playing with a country like Indonesia. There is just so many islands to navigate from, which can be a little bit annoying. So just trying to get everyone. Can I just go? Hang on. If I can just grab everyone here and get them to go like there. Whoever can go there, that'll do. We'll figure it out. All right, let's grab this navy and we'll rebase them at Jakarta as well. And then we're going to be running air missions over the top here. So let's chuck all them in. And we'll go with like probably close air support, I think. I can't imagine the Malaysian Air Force is going to do too much. Uh-oh, incoming disaster. In Indonesia, there will be lots and lots of disasters. To ensure the stability, make sure you check the decisions tab. Indonesia's terrible luck. Yikes. Okay. Interesting that we have like a realistic disaster sim. Can I prepare for it? So like every 500 days. Interesting. We can look to change our energy policy as well. Alright, so trying to get everyone over here. We're moving them. So we've got 13 divisions. That could be enough, potentially. So let's move the 14. So that's half of our army. So who do we have here? Let's go with you. And let's draw a front line there. I believe this is the island of Borneo. I could be wrong. Make sure you're on aggressive plans. Now that we've got our fuel getting spent a bit, we probably could look to get consistent fuel from someone. So probably the States. So is it like 24 going to be enough to sustain the Navy and the Air Force running about? No. So we're going to need a lot more than that. Like 40. No, we're still spending a bunch of our fuel. I guess because we've got the Air Force going, that's probably doing something. Okay. So, let's grab the Navy. Let's rally up and put an Admiral in. I guess we go with convoy raiding. Like around here. It's probably our best bet. Okay, so you're there ready to go. You're still rallying up in Jakarta. So we're going to need like a bunch more fuel actually. Do we need like 60? We're nearly getting to the point where we don't have the convoys for this. Jesus, okay. So we can't even... Oh, Britain cedes the Falklands. What a twist. Are you serious? I'm surprised they did that. We are spending so much fuel. Why? I know the Navy's consuming a bit, but yikes. Maybe we need to not set this up at all yet. We need to build back up and then do it. Army. Okay, yeah. Alright. Claim controlled territory. With new land under our control, we can declare it as permanently part of our country. Okay. Because this area was like, owned by so many different people over the years. Germans, Dutch, Portuguese, Australians to some extent, at some points. Okay. So, they're taking a little while to get there. I'm just trying to think, where are we better off to navally invade? Maybe like just from here. So in maybe I move north actually. I don't know how long it's going to take us to get there. Wait, 9 days. That's so long. And then if I grab you, and then we'll chuck a field marshal in. Is that the entire Indonesian Navy ready to go? Army ready to go? Except for one. Where are you? Where's the one bloke? Also, do we have any, like, islands over here or anything? Got some little ones here and there. Oh, you're over here. Okay. That's where that one division is. We'll get him going up there. Alright, we'll move north. Still building up that infrastructure. Wait. Oh, did I? Oh, hang on, I've stuffed up here. I was meant to do infrastructure. And not build civilian factories. Oops. Okay, continue to move up there. Indonesia's future has been complete. Onwards and upwards. So where do I want to go down now? Tackle the oncoming crisis. That will help our resource stability and factory repair. That's probably not a bad idea. Alright, let's get our officer corps upgraded. Division attack is probably not a bad idea. We are going to be very much on the offensive for this campaign. And ideally, we'll set up a naval invasion here. And then we'll try and take the north of the island and then work our way south. I could split the air force a bit. But we'll see. But I think our first target will be to conquer Malaysia, who are currently trading with Singapore and Thailand. So you still need to move along. So now that we've got some units in active duty, can we actually see the equipment we have? Okay, so here we go. We've got 12 French AMX fighting vehicles. We've got PD-76. And we've got some American vehicles there. American artillery. Yeah, so we've got a nice mix. I wanted to see if we have... We've got 335 Austrian style orgs. Yeah, so we've got a nice sort of mix match of military equipment and material. That's kind of cool. So we don't have to rely on one foreign partner. Okay. It's just like to actually move around Indonesia, it takes so long. So, okay, so this isn't going to take as long to spin up that infrastructure. What's currently consuming the most now? The army a bit. Yeah, fuel seems like it's going to be a massive issue in this campaign. We might need to drop this and actually just focus on getting our convoys up. Nice. So Korea has made the decision to offer us some investment. Sure. If they want to help us out infrastructure-wise, that'd be fantastic. They have their own massive industry. We might be able to buy stuff off them. Speaking of buying stuff off people, can I look to buy some equipment? We can talk to Pakistan to get some M48 pattern tanks created by the States, sold by Pakistan. They might have some leftovers. Should we grab a couple of those? Get 5. What else can we get? We can get Chinese stuff, but that hasn't been properly tested. The Philippines are just selling some M14 rifles that they've got hanging around. I think we need vehicles more. Try and get some more tanks. I can get 1 tank from China. Maybe get like 1 of their vehicles as well. Okay. So, not quite ready to go just yet, but China and Pakistan have accepted. Navy, we want to go with positioning and speed. Unless there's something that gives us specific sub stuff, no. So that infrastructure will be complete in a bit. Try and get you over here and then attach to this. But in theory, we are probably ready to go. Fuel is a massive problem. So maybe we can't import all this stuff. We just have to focus on getting fuel at the moment because we're just exporting so much of it. So we're going to put this down because we haven't got that many convoys. We need fuel, or otherwise we're not going to be able to sustain ourselves very long. Like, we're really relying on the Americans, I reckon. So let's go with naval invasion support here, because we want to try and get over. We're going to need the aircraft operating. We're going to need to chuck some of it over here if we can. So maybe we need to rebase them. Not all, but some. And then we're going to need to... Like, fuck. We just don't have the fucking... the fuel. That's really bad. Our consumption is like ridiculously high. Oh no, it's going up now. We're starting to build it up just. When's our next election? April 2019. So still a little bit away. Okay, they're ready to go. And now pop you over here. And you can operate there. Navy's out, ready to go. I think we are looking good. Okay, let's declare war. Let's declare war. Brunei is not going to be too happy with us. Same with Singapore. But now we're at war. Okay, so we have 30 divisions to their 4 to 8. They have 15 to 21 military factories. We should be able to push over the border here. Okay, the naval invasion is coming along as well. How are we going? Air support. Yep, we have air supremacy over the top. China wants to invest. Nice. As we are tackling this new crisis, we can call Japan for aid. I don't really know what side of the tree to go down. But for now that we're at war, probably improving our armed forces is probably not a bad idea. Seems like this naval invasion seems to be successful. And Pakistan actually wants to help us out in this special military operation that we've got going on. Okay. So we've lost 10. We've managed to take out 80 of them. Are we about to get a beachhead soon? We haven't got any naval invasions of our own coming in. Nope. We're looking good here though. Our navy seems to be engaging theirs. There's a massive aircraft carrier floating through there. I wonder if that's the Americans watching to see, like, what the hell is happening down here? Okay, so we've landed. And try and make your way down here now. Can we get more just over? Nice. Okay. We're starting to cut them off here. Our fuel is just like the massive issue. We just don't have the convoys to bring more in. Okay, maybe now that we have moved on over, I'm going to try and move the Navy back. Rebase them. That's going to change our fuel consumption. Oh, did we lose? No, okay, not quite. It's still down. Maybe we can't run combined arms. What's going on? They don't even have an air force there. No, maybe they don't have much of one. Okay. Well, maybe we can't run the air force either. Christ. Navy's not using anything. It's the army. Yeah, fuel is going to be a massive issue in this series by the look of it. That's kind of crazy, actually. We need to start pumping out convoys big time. Okay. That's real bad. Okay, a little bit worse for wear up in the north. We're going to be able to secure this entire island down here, though. Okay. Chinese infantry model, homegrown infantry model. Maybe getting better naval stuff, which will actually help our convoy production issue that we've got going on. Can you just like move up there? Okay, no, not quite. Right, what's happening down here? Can we like send you at least this way to open up a front here? We've lost 480 to their 9,000, so this war isn't going too bad. Now that our fuel's back on track, we're looking a bit better. The Swiss are looking to ban neutrality, which is interesting. Right, you sit here, there, then. Okay. What's happening here? Japan wants to invest in our country. Sure, why not? Let's upgrade the Air Force. Ground support is probably the play. Okay. A little bit costly there. But we're about to get all this under our control. Nice. So they are now 50% towards capitulation. Let's move you over here. I'm trying to think, do I set up another naval invasion in the south? Or do I send the 15 over to our beachhead already? Maybe. Although we've got a landing, it's... Yeah, maybe just try and push to this side of the island once you get there. They are holding me quite well, funnily enough. Once we build up our fuel a bit, we might try and request some air support. China wants to continue to invest. That's good. Yep. So now that we've landed, we should be able to make a push here. We just need to try and open up some tiles. There we go. That's a bit more like it. Try and secure another port on the side here. Ideally. Okay. So we can get 4 coastal forts off the coast of Java. Naval dockyards. I want the naval dockyards if we can. We want to go with Wolfpack stuff. That infrastructure has now been complete. Do I want to try and build it up even more? Down here in Java. It's probably not a bad idea. Okay. So this war is a bit better, going a bit better now. Man. Logistically moving around the territory down here in the Pacific is, the Indo-Pacific is tough. Bound to take Kuala Lumpur. The fight over clean energy, and Malaysia has capitulated. Perfect. We've managed to get 1,000 L85 rifles, and we want to annex all this territory and core it for ourselves. We've also managed to take their navy, which isn't a crazy amount of ships, but we'll take it. Nice. 6 states in total. So, fight over clean energy. So we have the option to make sure green prevails. So I guess the small... Okay, so we lose 1%. Oh, okay. 12% outlook there. I haven't figured out what exactly I want to do politically. It'll put up our corruption a bit. Maybe we should, yeah, agree with the business council on this one. Okay, so we managed to gain, what, 5 factories from this? Oh my god, we've acquired Malaysia's population. How much is, you know what? Just because we're chilling here, I am just going to pull up my phone. Because, what is the population of... Okay, Malaysia has a population of 34 million. That's still quite a bit, though. More than what I expected. We didn't manage to get any military factories from them. Okay, so we're going to try and build up our fuel. And then try and reassess. Light met. Okay, so steel. We managed to get a little bit of that. Alright, anything here we can look at? So we've got a bunch of infrastructure being built, which is nice. Should we go with a pro-Western campaign? I think I want to do more... I think I want to be more Western outlook. So these guys are trying to overthrow. So I guess we do go. Pro-Western. Our political power is really quite low. It actually wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe get some, like, Blackwater divisions. To be honest. Yeah, our production is just terrible at the moment, to be honest. How many divisions are we at now? 37. So that's still a bit to work with, but like maybe we shouldn't recruit that much more because we simply just don't have the equipment to supply it. Alright, but they're the main target done. I think we look to go for Papua now. So let's grab everyone here. Go that way. And then we might look to go for Australia next. I think going after Thailand is what's going to be pretty difficult. Alright, let's move all the way over here to our province of West Papua. Alright, let's move everyone over. Yeah, no, I want to be control of their government. Okay, so what's happening here now? Steel is an issue. Precious metals as well. Investment from China, trade from the States, probably not a bad idea. It kind of sucks that we both can't have our Navy operating and our Air Force at the same time. I think convoys are actually costing us a bit. Okay, can we get over here now? Yeah. We need more of them, like a shit ton more. Actually, yeah. We just need to build up our own infrastructure big time. Continue to get more of those convoys in. Wait, did I not? Oh, I thought I rallied them up. Oh, it's the Malaysian Navy there. 11. Okay, cool. That's not bad. Is that all here? It is. So, we acquire 9 corvettes, some subs. Okay. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to use the Navy much, which kind of sucks. And the Air Force, but I don't think, like, overall, we're going to have too much of an issue with some of these smaller nations around us. Malaysia was probably the hardest one to take just then. Australia's going to be a different story, but we'll come to that eventually. Okay. Make sure those are in. Make sure we get into position. I'm just trying to think, maybe we should get at least one division going. Like one that's more infantry focused, kind of like this. Because we got so much pop, like it just might be a good idea. Yeah. I've changed my mind. Let's get one going at least. Like that'll do. That's fine. I can get rid of that. That should be a 3rd army ideally. Don't need any of this stuff. Just need to keep a watchful eye on some of the internal stability. Pro-Western campaign. Guess we can stop them. Maybe we do pay for that. Yeah, fuel is just in such a bad state. It's like real bad. We just need so many convoys. Like we're relying so much on our fuel externally. It's actually kind of crazy. So we'll get that infrastructure going. I was going to say we need to build factories, but maybe we just need to straight up build bloody... fuel capacity stuff down here eventually. And then like, research-wise, we might need to look at, like, fuel. Yeah. Fuel gain. And basically need to increase our silo capacity, because if we're, requesting fuel so often, we want to try and get massive silos. So once we do declare war, we can focus on that. Yeah, navally invading Australia is going to be a little bit more difficult than what I thought. We don't want to land... Maybe we land up in Queensland. I don't know. We've got to think about it when the time comes. Okay, so maybe getting our land doctrine going a bit here. Now, let's declare war upon Papua. Now, let's hope the Aussies don't help them. Now, this war should be a lot quicker. Yeah, they've only got like 3 divisions. And let's go with that fuel plan I was saying. Don't need the Navy. Don't need the Air Force. Brazil wants to get involved. And send materiel. So... looking good. Combined arms, I think, is what we want to go with. Guerrilla warfare, decentralized, no. Let's go with kinetic. Yemen has capitulated. Japan wants to offer. Oh, okay. Alright. Taking out 300 of them. Lost 0 of our own. I was gonna get our Air Force to operate over the top, but they're probably actually just like straight up not gonna get any experience. No, I don't want to go with the Chinese model. It does give us like 5k though. Should we do that? The Chinese influence grows. We also get 5,000 units of Chinese Type 863. Or what do we get if we get our home? Our own research bonus for infantry weapons. Well, we're already going with that, aren't we? Yeah. So we can get like another bonus on our own Pinder rifles that we can produce. Yeah, let's go with that. So, a lot of Southeast Asian countries helping. So, oh, whoa, what's going on here? Persian Civil War. Interesting. Okay, let's have a look at that. What's happening here? The non-aligned versus the... Can we help out in this? To be honest, we'd probably back the South, to be honest. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. I guess we just watch. What other wars are going on at the moment? Okay. Nothing else really involving us. No other factions are emerging just yet. Okay. I haven't figured out what I want to call our own faction once we get it going. Still dealing with this war in Papua New Guinea. We still have like Brunei here, the kingdom. I've also got East Timor to get. Then there's Singapore itself here. That actually might be a lot harder to take than what you would think. Port Moresby has now fallen to the Indonesians. Nice. And, oh wow, look at all that fuel we've gained. So maybe we can get a lot of fuel from here. Rubber mostly. Alright, let's annex all this territory. For the dream of Greater Indonesia. We've been embargoed by the United States and Germany. Okay, so now they're starting to get upset. And we get a 50% bonus here, so we can now move to the Pindar SS85 in like 300 days. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Maybe we're not going to be able to go after Australia, because the States is guaranteeing their independence, obviously. Well, if we can't go after Australia, we might go after some of these smaller nations then. So I think liberating the entirety of East Timor is probably the play. Yeah, they're just going to have their independence guaranteed. But apparently New Zealand hasn't, so maybe we could look to go after them. So I'll move the army over to Timor and Brunei. We might even go after Thailand a little bit later as well. I think we can't go after the Philippines because America backs them. Alright, let's declare war upon Timor-Leste, which is essentially East Timor. We already occupy the western half of the island, which I forgot, and we'll push into the small kingdom of Brunei and take that as well. So this war shouldn't be too long, both of them. Okay, we've been embargoed. Alright, now we can move north. Should be 2 quick wars overall. And then we could focus on Thailand. And then there mustn't be many more pieces of territory in and around us. Nice, they've capitulated, perfect. That's full on annex. 4 oil resources isn't too bad. Oh, we've actually got some territory down in the Spratlys. Interesting. Didn't even know that. Pakistan wants to send us some military equipment and materiel as we try and expand our army capacity. Resource-wise, looking good. Because of those embargoes, our steel and precious resources has gone down a bit. Nice. And we've acquired some more fuel. All of Timor is fully under our control. Perfect. Perfect. And then we'll make plans and preparations to go against Thailand. Alright, we've moved everyone back. In 2 more days, we've got a chance of a catastrophic disaster. And it failed. Perfect. So, there was no severe natural disasters for us. That's pretty good. Alright, let's get ready to go. Alright, well, it's now time to move against Thailand, which will be easier said than done, as I believe a military junta rules the country. They are definitely a lot more militarily modernized, and they've probably got backing from China and Japan to some extent. So let's go to war with them. So let's push up from our new territory down in Malaysia. They have an estimated 24 divisions. We should have air supremacy over the top. We are now getting embargoed by the West, so we're going to have to negotiate with Russia for petroleum products as we move into April now. As we continue to expand and conquer and bring most of Southeast Asia under our control. Okay, so we are getting engaged in the south. We have our air force operating over the top. We have naval and aerial supremacy. Brazil wants to send us logistics and materiel. Our economy isn't too bad. Our fuel is something we need to really seriously keep an eye on. Maybe we need to move into the Middle East just to take a heavy oil resource rich nation. We have a lot of rubber and other products to offset, but I don't know how large the Thai Navy is, but their air force isn't doing too well. There's a lot of choke points here as we look to push up towards Phuket. So logistically, we just might have an issue here. Oh my god, there's a bunch of divisions there. We're about to surround and crush a massive chunk. 9,000 there. What's that going to balloon to? We're about to dispatch a massive chunk of the Thai army. We are looking to build up our infrastructure again down and around near Jakarta. I think we can move our capital to Borneo at some point. So we're about to take out a massive chunk here. Oh my god, that's nice. But yeah, just the 1, 2, 3 tiles here, which is like super narrow, is a little bit difficult to move on through. Okay. Let's go with this. Oh wow. So that ballooned up to 21k. We might have just surrounded and crushed 11,000 ties then. That's pretty good. Okay. Still getting held up in some areas, but overall we're doing incredibly well. We've only lost 900, and it's not like manpower has ever been an issue for this particular campaign. It's just our vehicles and equipment, really. We have a lot of expendable manpower, but this is probably our first major test. Going against Malaysia can be a little bit tricky, but... Okay, there we go. Now we need to move up to Bangkok. We're going to try and get more infantry fighting vehicles. We've lost 1,000 now. Oh my god, they've ballooned to 47,000. We have well and truly just crushed the bulk and disintegrated and decimated the Thai army. They're on the back foot. Pushing through here might be a little bit difficult. Depending on how we go, we might need to set up some naval invasions maybe, just to get in and around. We might need to move and reallocate our air force. Oh nice, so we can get a better quality rifle here now, because we do need to produce our own in-house. We also might need to get to a stage where we start converting civilian factories over to military. The election's going to come up soon, so we'll see how that goes. It might be a little bit difficult because we are a little bit fractured as a nation. Okay. Although we have the green bubble, I might, you know what, move an army back to navally invade, because they're just holding this here a little bit longer than what I would like. And we still have air and naval supremacy. So look, you know what, we'll move back, and I won't try and land in Bangkok itself, the Thai capital, but we'll try and move further back just to get around. I reckon there's probably a full stack there defending. We did alright actually pushing up through Malaysia, I'm surprised. Sometimes it can be a little bit tricky. I guess we've just got all the supply there funneling through. We've still got Singapore to the south as well. That actually just might help us economically, money-wise. Okay, nice. We've landed with minimal resistance. We've taken a key strategic port in the south. So let's try and continue to advance. Okay. Yeah, we want to go with like combined arm stuff. Okay, it's ballooned to 2k now. So the first half of this war's done alright. Now that we're pushing towards the capital itself, things are getting a little bit more difficult than what I would like. We just need a breakthrough, I think. They're holding us really well there. Maybe I need to send more units back to get around. They must be like halfway towards capitulation. We have managed to crush the majority of their army. Can we just like extend our position a little bit more? We're looking a bit better here. Yep. Come on. Okay, let's try and swing more units in, down, and around. Okay, that's a bit better. Yeah. And then try and go... So they do have an attack helicopter regiment defending Bangkok. Okay, can we try and surround the city? There we go. That's a bit better. And then, like, yeah, try and go for some of the territory in the interior. Okay, so they're still, like, not quite close to capitulating. Okay, can't push through there. Oh, wow, we've been really set back. Well, you push in. Oh, actually, hang on. They've moved units to try and get back to Bangkok because of that naval invasion. We might be able to push from there. The balance of power is coming back and forth. Just focusing on the army, more or less. And the navy. Okay. So, it seems like the Thais have set up a defensive line. And actually are holding us a bit. The quick rapid advance worked, although we crushed the majority of their army. We're struggling to gain more territory now. It's just a bit of a slog. We've got some spare political power that we probably should spend in getting some various bonuses. Okay, so we lost another 4k. So this is where it's starting to add up a bit. This last push towards their capital as we move into Indochina. Navy's doing convoy raiding, but they're not. I guess they're not really trading overly too much. The Air Force operating higher up is a bit better. Maybe if we take Bangkok, that should just kill the supply. Interesting. Fighting in Southeast Asia can be a little bit tough. Just through the terrain and topography. Thick jungles, highlands and lowlands. Very narrow passages. But once we're down here now, yeah, our logistics has gone to shit. That doesn't help. At least we've got fuel. We can probably look to start to build up again. But then we can maybe push into Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam. Take all the surrounding territories. Still full on annexing and incorporating just yet. We will look to puppet and occupy some factions. Oh my god, we've got 2 million manpower at the moment at our disposal. If we can push on the left, we should be okay. That'll be the major breakthrough. But we might need to sit back and build up again. Maybe I need to put some of the Air Force down here. Okay, still a little bit back and forth at the moment. Brazil wants to send some more equipment. That's nice of them. We can upgrade our naval doctrine here, so let's do that. Nice, we've broken through there now. If we can surround Bangkok from multiple sides, we might be able to take it. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. And then go for the capital. From 2 vectors of attack. That's what we needed. I was just waiting for that breakthrough to happen. Take the capital, and then we've just like taken a massive supply hub. Look at this, we're really hammering in the left now. Yes, swarm to the left of the country. Once the capital falls, oh my god, we've lost 12,000. That's crazy. We lost like 2 within the first incursion, and in this second half, we've basically lost 12. Crikey. There we go, Bangkok has now fallen. And so has probably the country. Let's continue to move up here. We're looking good now. I think we're through. Let's upgrade our Air Force, get some bonuses there. Nice. There we go. Wow. Making us fight to the absolute bitter end here, the Thais. They shouldn't last too much longer. Maybe they were getting logistics and material flooded in. At least we're getting a lot of army upgrades. 13k is quite a bit in Millennium Dawn. We've knocked out 51 of them, but we've got like nearly 3 million manpower at our disposal. Maybe get some more oil coming in. We are trying to build up our silo capacity so we can stock more, but they mustn't gonna hold too much longer. Just a couple more victory points and that should be it, I would imagine. Spain just randomly embargoed us. Okay. Abkhazia joined CSTO. Interesting. Hey, and they've capitulated. Nice. Well, let's take the entirety of the country. And luckily we didn't fight their navy too much, so we should be able to just straight up take that as well. Alright. Thailand conquered. Well, unfortunately on that note, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for episode 2. Coming out soon. Like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Stay tuned for more Hearts of Iron content on the channel. My name has been Simpzy. Make sure to take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.